Welcome everyone to this week's COVID-19 State of the City. Today I want to share with you some updates about the city and bring you up to date on the status of the future reopening of our city. This morning I'm pleased to be joined by Commission President Kelly Schoaf, Commissioner Joe Peduzzi, and Commissioner Christy Fox, who along with Commissioners Corey Nearing, Christina Lambert, and former Mayor Jerry Moyo are helping to lead the city's COVID-19 response unit. Also very pleased to be joined by West Palm Beach Fire Chief Diana Matty. First of all, to anyone who has lost a loved one, lost a job, or at risk of losing a home or business, please know that my heart is with you. This pandemic has caused a lot of loss, physically as well as economically. And please know that your city is here for you. And I also want to commend our first responders, healthcare workers, for all that they have been doing during the course of this pandemic. And as I always say, they are the true heroes of this battle. Now, right now, West Palm Beach remains in a state of emergency. I encourage everyone to continue following the guidance from the CDC, including complying with social distancing protocols, the wearing of face mask, and the following of any stay-at-home guidance, especially if you are 65 or older or have underlying health conditions. What we do know and what we have seen is that those steps are indeed saving lives. Now, this week, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis made some announcements about openings in the state. Palm Beach, Broward, and Miami-Dade counties are on a different reopening schedule than the rest of the state due to the comparatively high number of COVID-19 cases in those three counties. However, the numbers are decreasing, and if we continue to do our part, we will reopen soon. Right now, all of our actions are consistent with the recommendations of the state and Palm Beach County. Our goal here is to have a coordinated response to reopening. We will continue to look to state health experts and the governor for guidance about reopening. We believe that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. However, even with reopening, our citizens still need to understand the importance of social distancing, wearing face masks, and making good decisions about safety. We must always place human life above economic concerns. This week, we announced some future openings. City tennis and racquetball courts are scheduled to reopen on Tuesday of next week. We intend to reopen boat ramps at Lake Mangonia and Curry Park next week. Also on next Tuesday, we intend to open the Grassy Waters Preserve North Side Oahe Trail and the Apohi Park Trails. The Nature Center and the South Side Trail and Boardwalk will remain closed until further notice, however. Users of the tennis courts, racquetball courts, and boat ramps must follow the COVID-19 safety guidelines set forth in Palm Beach County's Executive Order 2020-005. These guidelines will be posted at reopened city facilities and spaces. Now, throughout the COVID-19 lockdown, the city's parks have remained open, and they will stay open for walking and jogging. We've encouraged our residents to use the trails at city parks, but the parks' amenities remain, such as basketball courts and soccer fields, remain closed until further notice. City Hall remains open, but by appointment only. We encourage residents to continue to do business with the city online. Each person entering will be screened for their temperature. We are extending the cancellation of community events on public property, including Clematis by Night, Sunday on the Waterfront, and Screen on the Green until further notice. Now let's talk about testing. One thing that we know is critical to our future reopening is testing. West Palm Beach continues to be a partner with the county and healthcare district's testing location at 15 Ballpark of the Palm Beaches. We are, however, taking action to ensure that more testing can occur. I'm proud to say that the West Palm Beach Fire Department, working with the Urban League, Found Care, and Quantum Foundation, organized our first mobile testing sites and have tested 400 people in 2 weeks. Those sites, one was at Coleman Park, the other was at Gaines Park, are essential because they are right smack in the middle of the African American community. We need to expand this program to ensure that all communities of color are thoroughly tested. We are working to ensure that any resident in our city who wants to be tested for COVID-19 can indeed be tested. But we are concerned that there are some in our vulnerable neighborhoods, made up of mostly African American, Hispanic, and undocumented communities, that do not have access to testing. They all do not have a car and can drive out to 15 of the ballpark for testing. And there is a critical need with these communities. Since April 6th, data has been released showing that communities of color are bearing a disproportionate amount of the burden in this fight against COVID-19. Because of the disproportionately high adverse effects and impacts upon these communities, it is essential that those communities receive more testing, plain and simple. Now, West Palm Beach is standing by, ready, willing, and able to administer more tests in our city, particularly in some of these vulnerable neighborhoods. We have established a model, a prototype, if you will, that has been tried and tested. But we have to have testing kits. Therefore, I call on our partners at Palm Beach County and the Palm Beach County Department of Health in Palm Beach County to please help us obtain more testing kits. I personally have made the ask of the county administrator and the county mayor several times. Each time, I get nothing more than empty promises. Listen, the data is clear. Let's heed the lessons of the science. These communities of color need more tests. The city has 2 fire trucks ready to go. Our firefighters are ready to go door to door if necessary. We just need more testing kits. Please, Palm Beach County, I implore you, get us these testing kits. We are trying to save lives. Now let me introduce you to Chief Diana Maddie, who can speak more about our emergency response efforts. Chief?
Thank you, Mayor. Diana Maddie, Fire Chief, West Palm Beach Fire Department, Incident Commander for the City of West Palm Beach's response to COVID-19. So over the past several months, our team has been working diligently to get ahead of this issue. And along with that, we have been creating public and private partnerships for testing. Our efforts have not been as successful as we would like. Currently, our medics are learning to do the test swabs in order for us to be prepared not only for the testing, if the testing kits that we get, but in preparation for an upcoming resurgence, as has been talked about, a second wave. So that is something that we're very, very in tune to with getting our medics ready. As we transition into a more community-based paramedic program where we have these 2 COVID units out on the front lines every single day, running to every call that may come in as a possible COVID, we're learning more and more about where those calls are occurring. And we have the 2nd highest zip code in Palm Beach County here in the city of West Palm Beach. So as the mayor said, we need to work diligently to get those communities tested. The EOC is continuing to purchase PPE for our firefighters and police officers that are out on the front lines, in addition to surgical masks and other masks for the city workers who have interaction with the public in the clerk's office or in public works. We're working with the Esperanza Center to get migrant workers masks, and as we learn different groups that need it, we're going to work harder to issue masks to different segments of the community. I want to remind everyone that hurricane season is now 30 days away. So as we are preparing not only for a resurgence of COVID or as we're opening back up, we need to address what are we going to do? How does a COVID-19 hurricane shelter look? What does that distancing look like? Are we going to have more shelters open? So, these are unanswered questions because this is uncharted territory. So I will say that the men and women of your police and fire departments are out there working very hard for you day in and day out, and they are to be commended for their hard work. That's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chief. Now, the City of West Palm Beach is working diligently to connect people to food resources. We know that it is one of the biggest needs in our city at this time. Today, I am announcing that the City of West Palm Beach has partnered with the Tree of Life, Schumacher Automotive, and FarmShare to bring a drive-through food distribution event to our city. This event is scheduled for Tuesday, May 5th from 10 a.m. until 1 p.m. at Dreher Park. Commissioner Fox will speak more about this shortly. We're helping in other ways. Our city staff are working on local city-funded programs and services to help our residents as best we can. To date, we have approved 26 applications valued at more than $60,000 to our rental eviction protection program. Now, as a reminder, this program provides up to 2 months of rental assistance to eligible West Palm Beach residents. This program does remain open. We have also assisted 45 people with their application for reemployment benefits from the state. We know and we continue to hear stories and get emails and phone calls about how nightmarish that system is. And beginning Monday, May 4th, we will provide assistance with applications for food stamps. We estimate that we can see 5 appointments per day. With respect to our businesses, our city's Small Business Recovery and Assistance Program was created to help West Palm Beach businesses that have been negatively affected by COVID-19. This week, I'm proud to announce that 7 recipients became the first to receive loans of between $5,000 and $10,000 for the purposes of payroll, rent costs, inventory needs, and more. To date, a total of 26 businesses have been approved for $214,500 of funding, all provided by the city. The DDA and the CRA have also contributed funds. There are still funds available for small businesses in need that meet eligibility requirements. And let me remind you again about the census. Now more than ever, we need the public's help in completing the census. If you live in West Palm Beach and have not completed the census, we urge you to please do so now. I can't underscore this enough. An accurate census count is needed to continue funding city programs like the one that I just described that are making a difference today. The City of West Palm Beach stands to lose approximately $20,000 of funding for every uncounted West Palm Beach resident for the next decade. Please complete your census form. Let me talk a little bit about some of the communications that have been going on. This week, I hosted a telephone town hall. The guests were Congresswoman Lois Frankel, Palm Beach County Mayor David Kerner, West Palm Beach Fire Chief Diana Maddie, and Small Business Development Center Network CEO Michael Myrie. More than 3,500 people joined the call to listen to important COVID-19 updates and to ask questions of our guests. If you missed the call, we have posted the audio online on our city website. We are also responding to questions we received to ensure each of you received a response from the city. The COVID-19 Community Toolbox is being updated with resources, nonprofit services, and links on various programs for our residents. The toolbox has been translated into Spanish and Haitian Creole also. It is online and is featured in my weekly Insider newsletter. To obtain a copy in Spanish or Creole, email the city's Hispanic Affairs Liaison, Jose Tagle, at jtagle, that's T-A-G-L-E, at wpb.org. Again, that email address is jtagle at wpb.org. Now, for information about all of the programs that I mentioned, please visit the city's website, www.wpb.org. Again, that website is wpb.org. where we have published COVID-19 resources. Or you can call us here at City Hall at 561-822-1200. Again, that number is 561-822-1200. Now, this morning, we also have some updates on programs from the COVID-19 response unit team leaders. I have a brief update from the nonprofits and faith-based group that is led by former Mayor Jerry Moyle that I'd like to share with you. That group includes the following community members: Pastor Jimmy Scroggins from Family Church, Reverend Gerald Kisner from Tabernacle Baptist Church, Jessica Sasser, CEO of Nonprofits First, Tara Laxer, Director of Development, Alpert Jewish Family Service, Kevin Jones, Coordinator of Community Initiatives, City of West Palm Beach, and Jose Tagle, Neighborhood Services Coordinator, City of West Palm Beach. Through our work with Nonprofits First, we asked the nonprofits in this county to let us know what services they can provide during COVID-19. Nearly 60 nonprofits answered that call and responded with services they are providing for residents. Please visit our website at www.wpb.org/COVID-19. That's wpb.org/COVID-19. There you will find a list of all nonprofits that can provide help during these tough times. Many of our faith-based community have united and are offering options to worship from home and are providing online services for our citizens' safety. We encourage everyone to check with their particular religious institution and leaders directly over the coming weeks. Now, I'd like to introduce you to some of our team members today. First, let me introduce you to Commission President Kelly Schoaf. She is leading the Economic Support and Recovery Group, and she's joined us this morning to share some updates coming out of that group. Madam President.
Thank you, Mayor. Good morning. My name is Commissioner Kelly Schoaf. I'm serving as the COVID-19 Response Unit Leader for Economic Support and Recovery. Our community members include Kelly Smallridge, Business Development Board, Palm Beach County; Dennis Grady, CEO, the Chamber of Commerce of the Palm Beaches; Rafael Clemente, Executive Director, West Palm Beach Downtown Development Authority; Bruce Lewis, CEO of LB Limited and Associates and member of the Black Chamber of Commerce; Chris Rug, Director of Economic Development, City of West Palm Beach; and Frank Hayden, Director of the Office of Equal Opportunity, City of West Palm Beach. Our group is focused on working with business owners, merchants, and industry leaders to support them during this pandemic. We're looking at national trends, best practices, and programs to provide immediate relief and reviewing long-term solutions to ensure that when we reopen, that our businesses have the support that they need. I want to commend the administration and the economic development team here in the city. The West Palm Beach Recovery and Assistance Program is a model that was the first in the county, and we are providing immediate financial support to our local businesses. As the mayor discussed, this program is helping to provide support for small and local businesses, and it's working. We're also working on finding other ways to help our restaurants and our businesses. One program is West Palm Beach Eats. It supports West Palm Beach restaurants that are currently providing takeout or delivery service. The program is supported by a city-funded online digital media buy to support these businesses who are participating. We encourage local residents to visit www.wpb.org/WPB-eats and find ways to help the restaurant owners by working locally. I'm excited to announce the next program in our series, West Palm Beach Shops. We're encouraging residents to stay home, shop local, and support West Palm Beach. We have compiled a list of retail shops that are providing pickup or online orders at this time. Residents can visit the page to see what shops are open for business. We can find ways to shop locally and support local shops at www.wpb.org/shop. The West Palm Beach Shops program will be helped by city-funded ads to showcase the businesses who are participating. Any restaurant or retail business who wants to participate in West Palm Beach Eats or West Palm Beach Shops, please contact the city today. Please provide the email details of your business, hours of operation, and services to provide to ecodev@wpb.org. Many residents have asked how they can help support our local small businesses during this time. The answer is simple. To keep going and keep people working, we need our residents to use our local businesses. I'm asking you today, if you can afford it, go online, purchase a gift card that you can use to purchase at your favorite local shop or restaurant. The cash you spend today will help these small businesses to keep people employed and keep our economy going. You can use the gift card in the future, donate the gift card to a family or neighbor or not-for-profit so they can use it now. These acts of kindness and support today will multiply when we need the help the most. Finally, West Palm Beach has joined in a partnership with the Small Business Development Center at Florida Atlantic University. Our dedicated team member at the SBDC, James Deem, is providing consultation services and support for our West Palm Beach businesses during this time. If you need help navigating the CARES Act, how to apply for additional state or federal funding, or best practices and guidance to help your business post-COVID-19, the SBDC at FAU is here to help. Through our partnership, West Palm Beach businesses can contact James Deem at 561-799-8355 or email sbdc@fau.edu to set up a virtual appointment. Just like the rest of the state, very soon our county and West Palm Beach will be opening back up slowly. We're looking at the state blueprint and getting businesses ready. Our city staff and leaders are working together to find creative solutions for more outdoor dining spaces, for restaurants, for ways to protect shoppers, and to reassure people that West Palm Beach is safe and ready to reopen. Since COVID-19 started, we have all been working to do our part and stop the spread of the virus. Now we are working together to do our part to restart our economy, and we're going to do it together. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam President, for all of the hard work. I appreciate those updates. Now, Commissioner Joe Peduzzi is the leader of the Seniors, Children, and Families Group. Commissioner Peduzzi is joining us this morning to share updates coming out of that group. Commissioner?
Thank you, Mayor. Again, I'm Commissioner Joe Peduzzi, and I'll be providing a brief update today with regard to my COVID-19 response group for children, families, and seniors. As most of you know, we launched the Senior Connect initiative to help our seniors that need someone to check in on them. Thanks to the Rotary Club of West Palm Beach, Kiwanis of Northside, the Area Agency on Aging, and my committee members, that program is running with great success. In addition to helping our seniors, we've learned that many of our children are lacking in essential school supplies. To address this need, we launched our Family Connect initiative and school supply drive. In just 1 week, we were able to deliver over 600 bags of essential school supplies to some of our neediest children. Thanks to our partners in this program, the West Palm Beach Mandel Public Library, Claudia Kirk Bartow with Junior Achievement, and the Education Foundation of Palm Beach County. Of course, I also want to thank my committee members for all of their hard work. We are now expanding this program, and we're asking the community for help. Please consider a donation of school supplies. What we are looking for is a gallon Ziploc type baggie with a notebook, pens, paper, glue sticks, crayons, pencil sharpeners, and those essential school items. There are 10 drop-off locations within the city of West Palm Beach, one at each of our 9 fire stations and one at our police station. There are designated boxes to drop off these essential school supplies without having to contact anyone. There's no person-to-person contact. The boxes are left outside of the entrances to our fire station and police station. These supplies will go directly to helping families with end-of-school needs and with education programs through the summer. A special thank you to our firefighters, police officers for your support, our Parks and Recreation Department, the Mandel Public Library, and our tremendous city staff. Together, we are responding to the needs of our community and helping to make a difference. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Commissioner Peduzzi, for all of your hard work and your team's hard work, as well as for that report. Commissioner Christy Fox is the leader of the Food, Water, and Medicine Group. Commissioner Fox is joining us this morning to share updates coming out of that team. Commissioner?
Thank you, Mayor. Good morning. I'm Christy Fox. I am the Commissioner for District 3, and I am running the Food, Water, and Medicine team. Our community members on our team include Scott Kelly, former Assistant City Administrator of the City of West Palm Beach, Karen Aaron, the Executive Director of the Palm Beach County Food Bank, Maura Plant, CEO of Living Hungry, Sally Chester, a registered nurse and community leader, Don Chester, Assistant Administrator at St. Mary's Medical Center, Lisa Kemp, the Community Resources Manager at the City of West Palm Beach, Tiffany David, the Neighborhood's First Director at the City of West Palm Beach. I want to thank them all so much for their support. Our group is focused on coordinating food distribution, looking at medical resources and mental health support, and organizing resources for those in need. We recognize the COVID-19 crisis is impacting every individual, and we are seeing the immediate and long-term needs for food assistance. City staff has been working day and night to prioritize opportunities to organize food distributions and feeding sites and support our community. We have been out on the front lines talking to members of our community about their concerns, and I want all residents to know that our door is always open. We are here to help. We are working with multiple nonprofits right now to make it easier to distribute food in a safe and organized way. We are also seeing corporate partners step up to offer assistance for West Palm Beach. I want to thank our staff, partner organizations, and many residents who are volunteering their time to help their neighbors. I would now also like to share a little bit more about the scheduled and ongoing food distribution sites in the city. As the mayor mentioned, on Tuesday, May 5th from 10 to 1 at Dreher Park in West Palm Beach, there will be a drive-through food distribution. This is in partnership with Tree of Life Resource Center, Schumacher Automotive Group, FarmShare, and the City of West Palm Beach. On Wednesday, May 6th, and again on Wednesday, May 13th, from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., Palm Beach Harvest and related companies are partnering together to host a drive-through hot meal food distribution at Rosemary Square, right in front of the Harriet Himmel Theater. Every Monday from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m., Feeding South Florida is providing a food distribution at the Palm Beach Outlet Mall. Every Saturday from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Salvation Army, located at 600 Rosemary Avenue, the Police Athletic League and Feeding South Florida are providing a food distribution. Every day from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m., Hospitality Helping Hands is providing prepared meals for out-of-work hospitality workers and seniors at Howley's Restaurant at 4700 South Dixie and at Hullabaloo at 517 Clematis Street in West Palm Beach. They are also offering a weekly grocery pickup every Friday from 3 to 7 p.m. at 3950 Georgia Avenue. There are also several additional distribution sites throughout the city, and we have an updated list on our website at wpb.org. I want to take a moment to thank Rodney Mayo and his team, along with the many other organizations that are partnering with the city to assist our residents. We are so grateful. If any other residents, nonprofits, or private companies would like to host, sponsor, or donate to our food programs, please contact us. We would welcome your donations, and we would love your support. Next, for those who qualify, we encourage you to sign up for the state's food assistance program, which can allow families more flexibility in food choices. Beginning on Monday, the city will be offering assistance with the food stamp application process. Please contact us at 561-822-1274 to make an appointment. Please leave your name and contact info, and someone will return your call within 48 hours. We also realize that these are very stressful times for all of us, and even the strongest need guidance, encouragement, and tools. Mayor James mentioned that a list of medical and mental health support is available on our website, and that list is growing weekly. There are also 2 programs I want to highlight that can help if you or someone you know needs a professional to talk to. The Mental Health Association of Palm Beach County is providing mental health services for free. Residents can call their hotline at 561-801-4357 for support. Also, the Albert Jewish Family Service is providing mental health services also to anyone who needs assistance. You can contact them at 561-684-1991. Finally, we also recently started a project called Clean Hands Save Lives. Together with Commissioner Peduzzi, the West Palm Beach Firefighters Association, Steel Tie Distillery, and eFirst Alert, we were able to produce and distribute 600 bottles of hand sanitizer for our first responders, healthcare workers, and residents. If you would like to support this ongoing initiative, please visit the Firefighters Association website at wpbfof.org/shop. All donations are tax deductible, and we would love your support. We understand that the impact of COVID-19 is having on our residents, family, and economy. We will keep these programs going to make sure you have the food and medical support you need. We are all in this together, and we will get through this together. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Commissioner Fox. Before we leave, again, I want to thank all of our city's first responders, including West Palm Beach Police and Fire. Again, to all of our healthcare workers on the front line of COVID-19, and our city's unsung heroes who are working the tough jobs that keep our community fed, clean, and safe. And a very, very special thanks to all of the city employees who are working hard to continue to serve our residents and keep our city operational. Thank you so much, city team. In closing, I do want to leave everyone with a message of hope. Look, we have to be realistic about what we have here, what we are in the midst of. This is a pandemic. While we intend to reopen our city soon, COVID-19 impacts will be with us for some time. And we are all going to have to continue to take precautions and adjust to a new norm. Having said that, I remain optimistic and hopeful that our city can and will overcome this dastardly disease. You know, each and every day, our businesses are finding new and innovative ways to conduct business and keep the economy going in this new COVID-19 reality. I hear stories daily of neighbors helping neighbors, stories of churches, nonprofits, and community groups doing whatever it takes to make things better for our residents, for our city. You know, WPB stands not only for West Palm Beach, but also for witnessing people's best. COVID-19 might have us feeling at our worst, but each and every day we are indeed witnessing people's very best in our city. We are like that palm tree that dots our landscape. As the storms come in, and we've had a couple of big ones lately, but the physical implication is the palm tree bends and it bows, but it does not break. That is our city. COVID-19 will cause us to bend and cause us to adjust. A 1,000, 2,000, as many as we can possibly get. And again, it's so important to take the test to the community because many in those communities cannot get to the testing sites. That's why it's so important. And with the rates being so high in some of those vulnerable communities, we need to find out who is carrying the virus so that we can strategize accordingly.
Mayor, would you say the biggest challenge is getting those vulnerable communities to the testing sites at this juncture?
Well, the biggest challenge is matching testing kits to those vulnerable communities. Whether we bring the tests, which we've done, test to those communities, or figure out a way to get people to the testing sites. But we've got to get those folks in the community tested. No ifs, ands, or buts. That's the only way we're truly going to know how deeply into our city this virus is running, and so that we can plan for a healthy recovery.
And you said you're calling on community health partners to step up and provide more testing kits?
Yeah, the way it works now is that any tests that come through the state are funneled through the county. I'm not sure how the county allocates those tests. As I said, I've made personal phone calls to County Administrator Virginia Baker, to County Mayor David Kerner, pleading, begging for testing kits. We as the city, we have the infrastructure set up. We can set up, and we did it last week at Gaines Park. In 48 hours, we were able to erect a testing site there, which included walk-up as well as drive-up. In 48 hours, we could do this. Our paramedics were there conducting the test. They'd been properly trained. So I can get a testing site popped up real quick. I just need testing kits. Please, county, help us.
Are there concerns about getting to the point where we are starting to slowly open without knowing what the real number is of those who may still be infected?
Well, as I've said, and as I've heard through all the data, we will not fully know, and I don't think we'll ever be completely safe in reopening until we until we get better testing, more extensive testing, more tests, and particularly in some of these vulnerable communities.
And we now know that Palm Beach County is kind of lumped, sorry, switching gears here, is kind
That's
of
okay.
lumped in with Miami and some of the counties to the south. Do you think that's fair in terms of reopening?
Well, listen, I don't think our numbers are not as bad as Dade and Broward. However, we're high. I mean, we're higher than the counties to the north, Martin and St. Lucie. So we're kind of in that in between location. But again, the data has got to dictate to us, to our city, to our county. The data is going to have to dictate what is safe to reopen and when it's safe to reopen it. I believe in the data and not a particular date. And I know people are stir crazy and they're looking to get out. And I think having the recreational facilities open up first should help with that. Let people get some fresh air, walk in the parks, play a little tennis if they want to. And again, we will continue to monitor this on a daily basis to see how the numbers are. Because the worst thing in the world is for these numbers to spike up again. And then we have to start instituting a more strict stay-at-home policy. Our healthcare system is going to be strained, so we have to monitor this very carefully and be very smart about how we do it.
Mayor, you also mentioned that there's still some funds available for those small businesses that are looking for help. Can you talk a little bit about, what's available to them and how they can get this money?
I don't have those numbers. We can email that information to you later. I think we started out with about 200,000. And so, listen, this is just the city. We don't have infinite resources, but we were trying to do something quickly, and I'm very pleased that we put a team together, we put a plan together to get some money out into to these small businesses quickly, and we will continue to make those loans until we run out.
And this is unrelated. We know that there's a 3-year-old missing in the city of West Palm Beach. Anything you can say to those out there who may have seen this child and her mother?
Well, listen, my heart goes out. I'm a parent of 2 children, and I can't imagine anything worse than having a child go missing like that. Hearts and prayers are to them, the family, all those involved, and I just hope that the perpetrators will be brought to a swift justice.
Have you noticed a lot of people in the community wearing masks and gloves and trying to protect themselves and others? And if not, do you have a plan to maybe dispose or hand out gloves or masks to those who...
Well, first of all, I have been quite impressed with the folks who have been responding. When I go out shopping at Publix or Costco, or I do tend to see people who are wearing the mask and even walking around downtown, which is good. And there are resources, and you could find those resources on our website that will have masks available. But again, that's just a small thing, but it's an important thing that can be done to help all of us. We're all in this together. And whatever steps that we can take as individuals will certainly help us collectively as a city, believe me. And it's working. The social distancing, wearing masks, washing hands, all of that is working. The numbers are showing that. But we have to continue to be vigilant, diligent, and wise.
We've seen a couple of businesses close up shop, going to Chapter 11. Do you see more businesses in your city closing down, or do you see them rising back up?
Well, listen, it's really on a business-by-business basis, and it just depends on what the world looks like post-pandemic. But I know a number of these businesses, particularly restaurants and bars, they can't stand to be out of business a long time. They were operating on relatively thin profit margins in the first place, and to have to go 4 weeks, 6 weeks, 8 weeks without, any revenue coming in, I know it's going to be tough. It's going to be disastrous. But I predict that coming out of this, while we will be in a new normal of a world, there will be success. Somebody's going to figure out, and this is what I love about America. American ingenuity is going to rise, and someone is going to figure out a business model that allows restaurants and bars to succeed in the post-pandemic world. I don't know what that looks like. It's beyond my pay grade, but I know it will happen. We will get back to a semblance of what we used to be. It won't be exactly what we used to have. But all we're doing, ladies and gentlemen, is buying time until we get that vaccine. Every day that we can extend that flattening of the curve is buying us time until science can come up with a vaccine to help us all out. So that's what we're trying to do, is just stall and eliminate any peaks and spikes in the infection until science can catch up with us with a vaccine.
More.
Yes, sir.
Weekend was supposed to be Sunfest, and a lot of people bank on that for economy and money. That's obviously not happening. Do you see maybe something happening in the later part of the year, if everything is good to go, to take place to get the economy and the businesses back to where everyone would think at this time for the Sunfest?
Sunfest might be tough, because when you're dealing with Sunfest, you're dealing with artists coming in from all over the country and maybe even the world to West Palm Beach to perform. And it's a two-way street, right? I mean, we may feel comfortable here having a site, having a location, but the groups who are booking the acts, they may not be able to convince the acts that this is something that they want to do. Travel is very much down. So it's a two-way street, whether we can attract the talent and whether we as a city are safe environment to host it. But you asked, do I wish? Yes, I wish, and yes, I hope. But I don't know if we will be there later this year, and it is a tremendous economic hit to our city. We lost a boat show, losing Sunfest. Listen, one of the assets of our city is our wonderful waterfront, where people liked to congregate. Hopefully we'll get back there again, and it's a jewel. And we had a number of events that were scheduled. And as people congregate downtown, they hit Clematis Street, they hit the restaurants, they hit the bar. So it is a tremendous hit to us economically. But again, it's people over the economy. We have to make sure folks are safe and secure. And we're getting there. We're making progress. Continue to work with us, people. Social distancing, wearing masks, et cetera. It does make a difference. Anything else? Thank you all very much. Stay safe.